Welcome back, Brickmaniacs. It's time once again for our monthly SitRep.
Right on.
Yeah, so we are going to take a look at everything that Brickmania has done the previous month of November, and then also looking forward to December and all the awesomeness that we have here sitting in front of us. So just to start things off,
bam.
Brickmania Blitz Box.
The Blitz Box.
Currently available for purchase or for pre-order on Brickmania.com.
This is kind of an unprecedented release here. It's a battle in a box. It's craziness.
Yeah, it's quite literally, it's the start of World War II right here in a multi-kit.
We'll go more in depth
form.
than that later on.
But it's totally awesome. We haven't seen a battle pack in a really long time. Yes, we will be joined by Brickmania owner Dan Sisk later to go over all these in depth. Right now we're just kind of touching on them. Also available for pre-order on Brickmania.com is the King Tiger in this awesome camo.
Yeah.
This thing is a fully loaded kit with lots of fun details, so we'll get more into those. This is the Jumbo Sherman, which is the Cobra King, first into best stone. Cool little kit here.
One of the most famous tanks in America.
Yeah, right. Dan will touch more on that, on the coolness that is this tank coming up here. In front of us we have some new micro brick battle tanks. Let's straighten this out here real quick, which is awesome. So this is the official Tiger 131 micro tank, which we have officially licensed from the Tank Museum, followed by an Easy 8 Sherman. So those will be available in the future as well. We'll talk more about that. This is the M1857 Napoleon gun with a couple of future sticker packs standing by them. So we'll touch on that. That is the T55 main battle tank, which will be available also in the month of December. And right in between the two,
yes,
we have why you're here.
The minifigure of the month. Right on. Currently, this is just the torso and the body from the minifigure of the month. The head and the helmet are still being printed right now, so I don't have anything to show you, but that'll be coming soon. Cool figure. It's a Battle of the Bulge German rifleman, decked out in a configuration of gear that you would be common at that time. And yeah, there's some interesting details on there that I thought stood out from that time period. Cool flashlight. That I haven't shown that before. Obviously, this is a simple rifleman loadout here. And a cool, interesting little detail. These are reversible. These historically were reversible jackets, and so that there are 4 configurations of minifigures that will be in this pack here. And it's a subtle detail, but I thought it was kind of neat. The belt on the minifigures, there are 4 different variants because it's a reversible belt when they're tying it up. It's a subtle detail, but kind of cool.
Still, so 4 different types of figures. So if you pick up multiple, you might get lucky enough to have a couple of different variants.
And really cool, there'll be a snow camouflage on that helmet. So yes, that is the minifigure of the month coming up, and we'll have, I guess, a full review video down the road at some point. Yeah,
we'll take a deep dive here eventually, but it'll be available all month long, so we'll just be on the lookout for that. So cool. So that is the minifigure of the month. The rest of this is all the awesomeness that Brickmania expects to release in the month of December. But we also had a pretty awesome November month. So let's take a look back real quick at some of the cool kits from the month of November. So first up, we had the M18 Hellcat, which was a tank destroyer. Pretty cool thing. Essential use in the Battle of the Bulge. Anything you want to add there?
Cool, comes with 2 cool figures, a simple uniform, but it's a essential piece. So.
And then the week after that, we had Tiger 131, officially licensed from the visit to the Tank Museum where we revealed that kit. First off, that'll be Brickmania's Tiger moving forward. Also, the Tiger Crew Pack, which was designed by you.
By me. Yes, by me. And again, that was a lot of fun to put together. A whole big variety of uniforms. That turned out, people loved it. So hopefully we'll be doing more things like that in the future.
Very, very cool. Following that was the Centurion MK3, which was a British main battle tank. One of the one-offs for that month, so it is not set to be restocked, but still an awesome tank. Might be a couple of copies still left online as of right now, but they went fast initially. And then finally, the Blackbird in the room.
What?
The SR-71 Blackbird, which officially released today. One of those days. On Thursday, the 28th, was the official release date for the Blackbird. And
we're not filming this live right at the moment?
Blackbird Friday weekend. So that was totally awesome. Make sure to check out Cody's designer's desk on that for all the little tidbits into that awesome build and everything else that went into that intense project. So we are going to bring in Brickmania owner Dan Sisk and go over some of the events and other coolness that Brickmania has been involved in this past month.
All right.
Forgot the.
Oh,
No!
And now we have to put all these back.
Fine.
We totally did forget
make
to
more.
mention Lando's Randos, which are still available on Brickmania.com as we speak. Dan was waiting for that, and we almost robbed him of his moment of glory, which would have been terrible. So make sure to pick up
I'm on an island of
your Lando Rando while you've got time.
Scratch and dent sale.
They already were scratch indented. That's the whole point.
You forgot Lando's Randos.
And like it's just gonna like fade to white, and then Dan's gonna be sitting there like.
All right, Brickmaniacs, so now we are joined by Brickmania owner Dan Sisk. We're getting closer to the portion of the SitRep that you're all waiting for, which is when we go through the new releases for the month of December. But first, we're going to talk about some of the cool stuff that we did during the month of November. So Dan, we went to a couple of Brick Fair shows, one Brick Fair New Jersey, Nebraska Brick Days, but then also you took a really, really cool trip with the USS Johnson. You want to tell me a little about that?
Yeah, well, the USS Johnson kit, which came out last month, limited edition kit, was inspired actually. We were I guess, hired to make a model of the USS Johnson by the U.S. Navy to be part of their History and Heritage Command that they basically send it around to important Navy events representing the history of the U.S. Navy. So we built the USS Johnson. I actually craggled the whole thing together and made which is never done before. Made a nice travel case for them so they could bring it to shows, and then delivered it to them in Washington D.C. So while we were there working on the Chantilly store, brought a bunch of stuff out there for that. Was able to drop this the ship off. We had a little reception at the Washington Navy Yard, which I've never been to, and has some pretty amazing models there. I mean, legendary. And it's real kind of a shame that it's really hard to get to this museum because it's on the Navy base, but did manage to get clearance to get on the base. Delivered our ship. Got to go film some behind the scenes stuff at the Navy Yard, which is basically it's a museum. There's models galore. Some of the best military and naval models in the world are at this museum. So for me, it was paradise.
Sure. Well, and how excited were they to finally see the order that they placed? I mean, obviously there had been like stuff out in social media and whatnot, but now they got to actually see it.
Yeah, the USS Johnson, they loved it. We had a reception. I also brought out the Nicholas, USS Nicholas. We had a bigger destroyer. We had the destroyer that they wanted. They wanted one that was small so they could be portable. They could put it in a suitcase, travel with it. It's exactly what I delivered. They loved it. So there was a reception. It was fantastic. We had a great time, and there's talk about building more ships. So if that happens, I'm looking for it. I'm ready.
Well, and those waterline models too. I mean, obviously, it just sits and displays exactly how you would want it to look without having to raise it up onto one of those stands.
And it's begging for a whole fleet to be made. So, so that would be a lot of fun.
That was cool. Brickmania's first official 196 scale. That was the scale of it, right? Or something similar to
it is
that?
196. So 1 inch equals 8 feet. It's a good scale. It's a really cool scale. Hopefully, I get to build more of models that way. We do have a handful of the Johnston models left. So we made one batch of 50. There's still a few available, so probably won't make any more. Hopefully we'll get to make other ships of the same scale, but it is a massive model, 3,000 pieces. So if you want one, you got a chance to get them still, but that window is closing. Yeah, and if you're looking for a chance to get your hands on some of that Brickmania history, the USS Johnson is definitely one of those key models in the evolution of Brickmania. And also, given our tier discount going through for December 4th, you can take advantage of the maximum 20% discount, I believe, with that purchase. That's correct, and you're not going to be able to get that kind of discount before the holidays.
On a big kit like that, that's a pretty good way to do it, especially with dwindling numbers. So very, very cool, awesome trip, cool to hear about. You also went to Nebraska Brick Days Lincoln. Yes. A couple of U-boats and some transactions there. Tell me about that. If people who came to World War Brick some years back at the warehouse will remember that Nathan Flood, who's from Nebraska, he brought a couple of U-boats, and at least he brought 2, and he invited us to come down to Brick Days, Nebraska, Nebraska Brick Days Lincoln, to pick them up actually, because he would like to have them on permanent display somewhere. So we agreed to take them. Of course, we agreed to take them. They're beautiful models. Awesome. 6 and 7 foot U-boat models, World War II U-boat models. Sure. The U-505 we picked up. That's going to be on display in
Our store in Chicago, of course, at the U505 is at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. So there's a connection there. And then we'll be bringing U96, which, if you remember the movie Das Boot, you have a connection to that one. So U96 will be going to our Chantilly store, which is actually opening on Friday, November 29th for the very first time. So that is confirmed. We will be open Friday, November 29th, 11 a.m. in Chantilly, Virginia. If you've been to Brick Fair, Virginia, you'll know exactly where it is. It's in the, literally, we're in the parking lot of Brick Fair, Virginia. Just follow the link for location information on that. But we will be there Friday morning. I will personally be there Saturday morning and Sunday afternoon for, to greet people, welcome people to the new store, and it's gonna be a great time.
Well, and that location is going to have all of the other, the same thing that the other locations are having with our Blackbird Friday weekend specials. So link in the description to our blog that has all the details of when Dan's gonna be there, when other people are gonna be there, when it opens, all that kind of stuff. So make sure to check that out for the most concise form of information. Because if we sat here to try to list out everything that was going on that weekend, we'd be here a while. So.
Yeah. And one just sort of unconfirmed, it's sort of almost confirmed. We are expecting to have an actual SR-71 pilot on hand on that Saturday the 30th at the Chantilly store. I don't have an exact time when he's going to be there, but if the rumor is true, expect to shake hands with an actual SR-71 pilot. So
you might have to hang out all day to just make sure you don't miss that opportunity.
Right.
That would be incredible.
Once I have more information, we'll post it on social media and all of our other platforms when that's going to happen. But as far as I know, it's going to happen. So.
Classified kit, classified pilot, that would be just an amazing opportunity. Super cool. Some of the stuff that you can expect to experience really at all of our locations. We're going to have a lot of cool stuff going on, so that'll be super cool. And then obviously the U-boats will be in display in those locations as well. And then we also went to New Jersey Brick Fair,
yes,
which is out on the East Coast. Obviously, had a good time there. Lots of people shaking hands, micro brick
micro brick battles were happened all weekend.
So a pretty epic event out there too. So we have a good time at all those events that we go to. So now is the time that we've been waiting for, which is the time to break down some of the stuff coming out in the month of December. I know that we have talked about the Blitz box a little bit already, as well as the King Tiger. But is there any more on these in general that you want to touch on a little bit? Both are available for pre-order right now on Brickmania.com, by the way.
So these two are available for pre-order. This is the Blitz box. There's still some left. They're going fast, by the way. So we're in the last third left. So if there's still, by the time this video comes out, if there's still some available, I would suggest hurrying up and going and logging on, getting your copy reserved now. There'll be the first week of December. This kit will be out. You don't see the minifigures. There will be 6 minifigures and a whole stack of stickers included in this. So you actually will be able to build 27 different minifigs.
I think, and that's before the custom minifigs. That's just with the stickers.
So those are all being printed as we speak. The King Tiger, again, it doesn't. Again, we're still waiting on the printed parts. What you're seeing is the prototype. All of these, what you're seeing is the prototype. So there's no printed parts. These are, as we speak, they're actually over there in the printing department, making the figures, making the printed elements that go on these things. These two we've talked about. These two we have not, or actually the rest of the stuff we have not. So.
Well, and just to touch on these real quick. So like we've been saying, we are doing that Thanksgiving Day sale, which is that tiered sale. Both of these would qualify for a significant discount through that. So remember, that's promo code GiveTanks at checkout. Also,
there's no guarantee, actually, as we speak. These may already be sold.
That's true. That's a good point. We do pre-record these videos, so who knows what's left. But if it is left, and the other thing to mention, I suppose, too, is that these are not restock kits. So these are one and done. So make sure to get them while they last.
And the reason they are is because they use parts we cannot get in quantity. And people ask us, why do you not? Why do you put discontinued kits? It's because we choose to use pieces that are the right pieces. May not be the easiest pieces to get, and once they're gone, we may not be able to make them ever again. So it's not. We don't get to decide what Lego produces. We have zero say in that. In fact, they'd probably be glad that we have zero say in that. Otherwise, we'd be making lots of tanks.
Yeah, no kidding. So, and then Brickmania's our free shipping offer is going to end on Cyber Monday. So for Monday, or now through Monday, is when the Thanksgiving promo code and the free shipping offer are still active for you to combined. So now through Monday is when you can save the most on all of these releases and these pre-orders. So please take advantage of it so you're not messaging us after the fact, upset about the fact that you missed out on these discounts.
The longer you wait, the more expensive things are going to get.
Right.
And that's just it. We were limited edition. Everything we do is a limited edition. We're not going to be able to make more of these ever. The rest of them that you see here, it's either going to be single batches, or I think these actually all are single batches now that I think about it.
Is the 55?
It is T55. Will
Okay.
not be restocking. So let's actually just spend a little time going through the rest of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I know we'll get on the micro brick battle here in a second.
And there's some figures. I think Landon
touched on these a little bit earlier, so we're good. This is the World War II German Rifleman Battle of the Bulge edition, which is the December minifigure of the month. He went over some cool details about that, so make sure.
Just a hint at the January minifigure of the month. We somehow related to that.
I wonder if it's like the other side.
Yeah, maybe. So this bad boy here, this
Cobra
one.
King.
Let me move these micro tanks out of the way. This is a jumbo Sherman. So M4A3 E2. So if you heard of the EZ8, this is the EZ2. So EZ2 represents basically it's just an experimental limited run specialty tank. So it's jumbo Sherman is basically an assault tank.
Okay.
They took a regular Sherman, added way more armor to it, way heavier. It's basically designed to be able to take on like pillboxes, go more toe to toe with heavy defenses. So, your infantry needs basically an assault tank to go with them. That's exactly what they did. You can see like just on here how thick the armor is on the Glacius here. That is specifically designed so that it can withstand direct hits from heavier guns. Bigger turret. It does have the big turret. This is going to come with stickers and all the printing to represent the Cobra King, which of course is the famous the famous jumbo Sherman jumbo that was the first in Bastogne.
Right.
So as part of Patton's relief on the besieged Americans at Bastogne. So that was the 101st Division and the 10th Armored Division were part of the defense of Bastogne. This tank will come with those stickers, and you'll have I believe we'll have a crew, at least one person, one tanker that comes with it. Of course, you can always buy more. We do have additional tankers, but this one is going to be limited to just 100 copies, I believe.
Okay.
So what you are seeing also is a lot of these elements will be incorporated into the next generation M4 Sherman that we're going to be doing.
Oh, the revamp, yes, of course.
So if you were, if you wanted to get one of the M4 Shermans, have all those add-on packs, just wanted to let you know that all the existing M4 Shermans, once they're gone for good. At the end of the year, we're not making any more M4 Shermans. So if you have purchased any of the add-on packs, you have a really limited window to get more M4 Shermans. The next M4 Sherman will be more based on this hull, so those add-on packs will not be able to work with them. So
well, and don't despair entirely, because we did make sure to restock the M4 with quite a sizable quantity online. So there is a good batch to get us through the holidays of the last of the M4s. But then, like Dan said, we're constantly reinventing all of our products, and so when it comes time for an update and we see something we like, we take that over into the next generation, and that's kind of what you're looking at.
Yeah, so this will be sort of a preview of the next generation hull design. Of course, the next one will not be the Super Sherman like this. Will not be as heavy duty as
no
this
jumbo.
No jumbo. But this will give you an idea of what to expect.
Very cool. So once again, Cobra King Jumbo Sherman, one-time release for the month of December. 100
copies. We have not released in a pre-order on this one yet. I don't know if we will. Stay tuned.
Okay.
Depends on how crazy things get in the next couple days. So
fair enough. So stay tuned for the Cobra King. And then we have a T-55, correct?
We do. So the T-55. This is the Soviet Union's main battle tank, basically a mass-produced battle tank, that the first of really the main MBT, main battle tank series. We have a limited amount. We're only making one batch of 50 of these guys. So this is in Syrian colors. So if you have the Super Sherman and looking for some bad guys to fight, this is your one and only chance. We're only making 50 of these. It's just some of the parts in there, again, really hard to come by. And we put a new release out every week. We can't possibly keep everything in production all the time. So this is the sacrificial goat that we're not, the sacrificial guinea pig, I guess. There will be one Syrian tanker that comes with it. He'll be unique, something we've never released before.
Cool.
So this guy will be available later on in December. And again, very limited, so it does have like opening hatches, all that. We'll have a separate video detailing that one. I don't know if we're going to have a pre-sale on that probably not, because there's so much going on.
So pretty incredible for the month of December, at least, just thinking about the collectability of all these, because like, haven't had a battle pack in a really long time, only doing one shot of that.
Nope.
King Tiger's been asked for a whole bunch, but because of the camo variants and the bricks that are involved, can only do one batch of that. This maybe the design will be used in the future, but otherwise we're only doing one batch of the Cobra King. And now we've got the T55, which we're only going to do 50 of.
50.
So like, I mean, I suppose that is technically one batch, but
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
a smaller batch.
Goodness.
Yeah. So
We're running out fast.
yeah, but that's just the way it is. We can't keep everything in production forever. And so everything we're releasing in December, one and done. Except for these little guys here.
Yes. So I don't know if we've talked really much about this yet, but so obviously we know that we have Micro Brick Battle game nights right now at the GHQ store.
We will be doing it all the stores.
I was going to say, and then we'll have them around all the stores. And so that is, I think, the third Thursday of each month is when we do that. We're also going to launch a new Micro Brick Battle scenario, instructions, game rules, all this kind of stuff book.
Yes, well, V3, so the third generation of instructions. So everything that we've developed since this, the current Micro Brick Battle book, which has been a couple of years it's been out. New rules. So the new rule book is being compiled. It doesn't come with very many instructions in it.
Okay.
It's basic, so you're not buying the same instruction book over again. So basically, you get a rule book. It'll be much cheaper. You won't have to pay the full $30 that I think with the rule book with the instructions cost. So you'll get the new updated rules, which includes airplanes, includes all the stuff that we've developed that's been in all the scenarios, like the Colk and Goal. So effects cards, various different levels of playing. So we have beginner, intermediate, more advanced. All those things have been thrown into a new rule book. Should be out about the second week of December.
Okay. There's some terrain and obstacles, buildings and stuff,
Right.
instructions in there too for you to build up your map.
Artillery, yeah, we'll still obviously have the game maps, all that kind of stuff. We haven't put out any new Micro Brick Battle models in quite a while. So the instruction book will have 2 updated models in it. Plus, we're going to start releasing it's not going to be like one after another like we've done before in the past.
Right.
We're going to have probably 4 to 8 new game pieces each year, just so you have some basic ones to work with. If you don't want to make your own, we will be supplying them. So I have a couple here. These will be coming out in December. This one here is the Tiger 131. So this will be an exclusive, Brickmania exclusive, officially licensed Tiger 131 Micro Brick Battle. So we'll have this in production, I think, for a while, just so because there's nothing super rare on it. We want to be able to make the game pieces available to everyone. So Micro Brick Battle, Tiger 131 or Tiger 1, and we also have this cool new EZ8 Sherman. So this is an update on the previous EZ8 Sherman. One thing you do not see on these, because these are prototypes, is they will have printing on them. So this will have the 131 on the sides and the back of the turret. This will have some stars on it. So they will be sort of premium Micro Brick Battle pieces, but they'll be pretty nice because you'll have the printing right on them. Of course, it's not going to stop you from using your own or copying them and making your own. So, but these will be available as official pieces. We will start as 2020 continues into the new year. We will be releasing a few more ground vehicles, but also aircraft. So there'll be aircraft. There's air-to-ground rules that we've been. If you've played some of our tournaments, you'll know that we've had these things in there.
Correct.
And it's actually now part of the rule book. The new rule system will explain that a little bit. We don't have dogfighting, anything like that, but there are rules for air-to-ground and even some ground-to-air anti-aircraft stuff.
Very
that's all
cool.
coming. That'll be in the next rule book. We believe so. The magazines are going to be going out of print. We are going to be transforming all of the scenarios, somehow making those digitally available in the future.
So just to reiterate, the game is not necessarily changing. We're just launching a new version of the rule book that includes some of the extras that we've come up with since the creation of Micro Brick Battle. And then while we are bringing back the line of official micro tanks, we are going to be adding kind of an extra layer of detail to them. And so we will probably have around 4 of them available each year, but they will be high-end. Premium, right, so to speak.
That doesn't mean they're going to be super ridiculously expensive.
Right.
It just means we're going to take them to the next level. What you would expect from a Brickmania product.
Well, and these look fantastic. I mean, you can just think about micro dioramas. This would be a lot of fun to mess around with. I can see a Fury one happening right in front of me right now. Okay, so then moving on from there, that is the Napoleon gun, correct?
This is an M1857 Napoleon gun.
Yeah.
So this is we've released this before. This is just a slight update of a previous kit. And the reason we're bringing this one back, I mean, we're actually going to bring back, we did for quite a while have like a secondary release each week, mini kit. And we're bringing this one back as we are with these Micro Brick Battle things, as our secondary releases each week. But we are actually, by demand, this is we're listening to you guys, we are bringing back as a sticker pack the Confederate and the Union soldiers that we once
Very
sold.
cool.
So we're not actually selling the soldiers right now, but if you have your own guys, torsos, blue, dark blue is not hard to come by. The hats might be. You might have to get a little bit creative to get yourself some cappies. But we have Union soldiers and Confederate soldiers. We don't have any examples of them printed yet.
Sticker pack still in the works.
Yeah, it's in the pipeline. So we do make everything here, but we have quite a backlog of stuff to be printed at any given time. So they are in the works. But you expect to see exactly what you see here. But you'll have Confederate and Union. We're not going to get too much into the Civil War stuff, but we will make it available because it's once those sticker packs are available, we'll be able to make them forever. So it's just taking our designs and taking them from the minifig designs into the realm of stickers.
Well, and one of the really cool things you can see about this, I mean, just this little artillery piece and 2 guys from your sticker pack right there, and you're halfway to a little micro mock there already, and so that's a pretty cool piece for a really reasonable price point to be able to start building like that.
And Brick Arms makes the Caplock musket, all these other period appropriate weapons, so we may as well have the sticker pack to go with them.
Absolutely. So that is the lineup for the month of December. These 2 items right here, this is the Brickmania Blitzbox and the King Tiger, are currently available on pre-order right now. Remember, we are using our tiered Thanksgiving Day or Tanksgiving discount. Give Tanks is the code you use at checkout. So make sure to take advantage of that. And then free shipping also ends on Cyber Monday at the end of Cyber Monday. So take advantage of that so that you're not spending money you don't have to.
And be sure, we didn't even talk about this, but there will be a Cyber Monday deal. So if you're watching this on Thursday, Friday, whenever it comes out on this weekend, be aware that there will be Thursday or Monday morning a special deal drop,
and it's pretty awesome to be totally honest. So yeah, I guess we're giving away secrets here,
right? But stay tuned.
So Cyber Monday is going to be awesome. Anyways, going forward, then we have the Cobra King. And the T55, both of those will also be just one-time releases. And then this stuff in the middle here, the micro brick battle tanks, the minifigure of the month, and the Napoleon gun with the sticker pack will be available more frequently.
Right, and just also watch every Monday. We do our restock videos. So restock video, restock the website. So there will be more stuff coming out throughout the month, as always. So if you don't see it now, you may see something you're looking for coming out anytime the next week or 2 or 3.
All of our information is accumulatively put on the blog. So if you're ever having questions and wondering what the heck's going on here at Brickmania, check out our blog because that's where all the information gets put in a nice, concise way to look at it. So
every day we're adding to it, just about.
I think that is everything for this month's SitRep. So thank you very much for joining me, Dan. This is an impressive lineup through December. I can't wait to see what 2020 holds. Thanks for watching.